What on people, so I just dodged a dog attack. I wanna tell you, I run past a gate with no gate and two big dogs, yo. A big brown dog and a big black dog. Let me get into it, right? So
Dumbo,
hey.
them say Dumbo.
Hey.
The swagger just big and just jumbo.
Hey.
The bass square make your car jump up. We have all of the gal in a bungle. Dumbo,
Hey.
them say Dumbo.
Hey.
The swagger just big and just jumbo. The bass square make your...
Hey, what's up guys, Marcus here. Alright, so what you're watching is one of my warm-ups, right? So as I said in my last few videos, my left Achilles has been a bit tight. So what I do to test where I am is, I do a little warm-up and then I try and run a little bit, because usually pain isn't a full indication of like injury. Like I'm not injured, it's just very tight. So I did some calf massages and rubbing, and then what I'm doing is just a series of exercises to kind of see where I am. Because what you will notice as an athlete is that as you go through the motions and keep practicing, one or two things is going to happen. Alright, so the first thing that would happen is that if you actually are in bad shape, any activity just going to stop you in your tracks. Your foot is going to seize up, it's going to hurt, and then you can't continue. But if you're able to kind of warm up the area and then perform action and load on it, that means that your therapy is working, and all you have to do is kind of reduce your workload. But for me, I'm just kind of testing this out because I'm not like training for any kind of major event, but I do like the running that I've been doing since I've been here. So I'm just kind of like doing these test exercises, and I did like a light run around the field here just to see where I was. And then I was sufficiently like comfortable with where I was and how I was feeling, and said, okay, I can definitely do something today. So I was there just kind of warming up, knee raises, left and right stuff, kind of testing in different directions of my Achilles and seeing how it was feeling. And then after that, I kind of said, all right, I think I can just do like, some light running today.
what on people. Alright, so it is one day before my birthday here in California, and my Achilles was kind of tight, but I did some calf massage yesterday and a couple things. So I'm gonna say I'll hold up, because usually when you have tightness and stuff you can still exercise. The danger is when things are burning, and nothing is burning presently, so move through. What on people, so I just dodged a dog attack. Let me get into it, right? So I told you guys yesterday in my vlog, when I was hiking up those mountains there, the Calico Mountains, I was saying that my left Achilles heel is a bit tight, so I wasn't running for 2 days. And based on what I know from my training, as long as we're not burning, you see me, you can always massage and ice and stuff, and then you try warm it back up with proper form. So basically I'm out here testing the bends, which is the foot. So I take a different route. Normally I run straight down there, but today I say I'm gonna run up here. So I wanna tell you, I run past a gate with no gate and two big dogs, yo. A big brown dog and a big black dog. The brown dog looked like about 75 pounds, the black dog looked like about 90. And the dog them hur, hur. And as I went past, the dog them rush out the gate after me. But this is why experience is good, because the first thing I did was I turn around and I pick up a stone, and them easy. And then I have to say how bad are these dogs, So the dog started rush me, and I fling one and him stop and go back. But then when I was retreating, him keep coming. So he's a bad dog, like an attack dog. So I said, alright. So when him running past me now, I have to run into the man yard. So him have a little fence. So I hook my hand around the fence, and the dog run behind me. And I ditch him, right? Like when you playing tag and you run around and you grab a pole and your friend runs past. So the dog gone. So now a man comes out to the house, and him flinging stone at his dog, saying, sit down, calm down. And the dog not calming down. But eventually, the dog calmed down, and I scratched my hand. You can't really see it, but I bruised my hand a little bit. And I'm telling you, man, if me never know my Achilles heel working, me know now. Because I had to sprint from the dog. I had to dodge left and right. And I was watching two dogs, but fortunately, the brown dog was the leader. They weren't both bad. So the black dog was following, but he wasn't as committed. Because when I dodged the first brown dog, the black dog was right there. And him just never do nothing to me. So I'm just lucky them dogs there didn't attack me. But yo, growing up in Jamaica, You know what I mean? So many times I go past people's houses and they have dogs and you know, run you down on your bike or run you down on foot, and so I've had those experiences, you get me? But my instincts kicked in and I'm glad that I was fit enough to avoid a very dangerous situation, because the thing is that one dog attacking me, you can actually fight it, meaning you can actually, the dog jump, you can grab it neck, you can all kind of thing, right? You can bite it. But if it's two dogs, when one dog is biting, the other one can come and bite you anywhere, and that's where you get mauled and really hurt, you understand? But give thanks to the man who was there, and I had enough fitness and instinct to dodge the black dog. He rushed me twice. When I run that way and I fling a stone, pick up another one, and I realized he wasn't backing down. He wanted to fight. And then I said, alright, so when he chased me into the yard, I just zoops, dodge him and go back, and then the man was able to control him. So, yo, welcome to Yermo. Alright, so I'm back by the bridge right now, and another joke I have to tell you is that the owner, when I was talking to him afterwards, the guy who lived there, was like, listen man, what you gotta do, you should walk with a get, man. So him said I should walk with a gun. Because basically if the dog was trying to kill me, I could have shoot it. And I don't like him, it don't even look like he'd be upset about it. I guess that makes sense, because we're out here where you can carry your weapon and thing. Anyways, so I suspect that my Achilles, which was feeling tight from Jamaica, it might be getting tighter because of two factors, right? It could be heel strike on pavement, or it could have just been the fact that it was tight before and I was running in very cold weather. You know what I'm saying? So I have a choice. I can run on the dirt today, or I can test out a little pavement and see how I feel. And then if it don't feel alright, then I just stick to some dirt. So I just can run up here real quick and see how I feel. Boom. Alright. My foot is feeling alright for the most part. But another thing to note that today is very warm. So today is like 70 something degrees, whereas yesterday was around the same temperature. So I think it's a mixture of those factors. All the running I've been doing, having not run for a long time, but also running in cold weather with an already tight Achilles that was just progressively getting out tighter. So I was gonna try and see what I can do. I might just run on the regular dirt here just to be on the safe side, you see me? Yeah. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do is this road here, which runs along the highway, I ran down it before, right? But it actually loops around and connects to the road there that brings me back to where I'm staying. Right, so this whole loop right here might be like a mile something. So maybe I'll try the 2 loops, 3 loops, you know, just see how the foot feel. That way I'm relatively close to where I'm staying. If my foot really hurts me, but my foot is not hurting. You know what I mean? My foot feels the same way it's been feeling day in, day out, but I don't want pressure it on the pavement and aggravate it. But on this kind of road, we're good to go, you see me? So, what's that? Yo, this is how you get into that whole weird world now. Looking at this, it looked like a crop circle, but these are obviously tire tracks, so guys are just riding around, but they look cool. I wonder how it looks from the air. Running out here as opposed to right there is like running on carpet, you know? Easy on my legs. All right, back to it. Alright, so I'm back on the road. One of the things about running out here is that it is deceptively hot. So like the wind is blowing, it's cool, but I feel hot because obviously the sun is right overhead and it's bouncing off of the ground here, and I'm in the desert. So I might take off my shirt. But it just goes to show you, like, you know, these different weather conditions are interesting. 2 days ago it was like freezing, I think I had gloves on. Now I'm out here running without shirt on in the middle of the place. You see me? Boom. Yeah man, so one thing about when a part of your body in running is acting up it's either that area is actually damaged or you're overcompensating with bad posture and form. So what I've learned for myself is that usually when you're running, sometimes you're actually run hopping and you're doing thousands of strikes on one side of your body because you're not using the form. So for me, when I find something I look at tight on one side, I try and lift more and extend more with my legs, raise up my heels and extend moving forward more, and then you find that the pain or the tightness will go down because you're compensating. So I don't know if that's the case with this. Right now I'm run walking, just feeling it out. But you know, if you're into running, that's a good thing to know, because sometimes when you have your stride, if you just raise your legs a little more, you're engaging more muscles and you're putting less pressure on that area. So if your area going bam and striking, when you raise up more and bring out and come down, a lot of that momentum and the shock is absorbed by the rest of the body. You see me? Alright, so where I am right now is the same three-way split that takes me to the mountains, right? So I'm coming from here. This road takes me back to the ranch, and this goes up to the Calico mountain where I hiked yesterday. No, I'm tempted to go up to the mountain because I want to see if I can not lose the trail again this time. But the thing is that I'm actually thirsty today. So since the whole time I've been training, run for 2-3 hours, don't feel thirsty, but I feel thirsty. So I'm gonna run back that way and see how I feel if I'm gonna continue. But to give you another quick note on training, training is really just testing the tolerances of your body. And training is relative to exercise, and it's also relative to just other things in life. I think you're testing your tolerances. So today, even though my Achilles was a little tight, I massaged it, felt alright, and I'm running on it. Not pressuring it, but I'm like, it feel okay. Not 100, but I'm testing the tolerance. That's what training is. Because elite athletes have to train when they have mild injuries or a tight this or a tight that, and you just have to develop better form, gain more strength in certain parts so other parts don't get stressed out, you get me? So it's all a assessment. And I think that's why athletic training is so cool sometimes, because you're able to kind of become a computer and start trying to figure out what's going on with your body. So for me, it's not a fitness thing, right? When something starts hurting, it's a overcompensation thing. So maybe I'm not raising my leg enough, maybe I'm leaning more to the left, you know what I mean? So what I do is that with each stride I take, I make micro modifications and try and do it a little better. You see the thing now, I'm tempted to go up there and come back and then go back up there, you know? We'll see. Yeah man, so I decided to run back to the ranch because I want some water, you know what I mean? This route is probably 2 miles still, you know, so, you know what I mean, we'll still do a good job. You see me? Man, so I'm actually setting a much faster pace, because also when you run faster, less impact on your heels. So I think I was running a little too fast through the sand. Felt a little thing here. But usually when I feel something in my knees, I go down low, go into my heel squat, and just start loosening everything up a little bit. Yeah man, so I'm walking back now. I think I've done enough for today, you know? My heel feel alright, but I felt like a thing in my left knee. Cause when you're running out here on the sand, it's like, you know, sand loose and all things there, but yeah man, once I walk back, good vibes today, you know? Still got my exercise in. And tomorrow's a birthday, so probably we'll try and bust a birthday exercise, you see me? Give myself the gift of health. Yeah man, back in the ends, you know? Another day here in Fresno, California, Yerma, California. So I'm going to be in Atlanta in a couple of days, so that's going to be an interesting change of pace from one small town to another small town. But you know, always have to try to live life, you know what I'm saying? Like this trip, I just took this whole trip on faith, and I'm going to keep it moving, you know what I mean? Alright, bless up.